But like China is the only ethno-state for Chinese people. Turkish is the only ethno-state for t Turkish people. The same with Iran. It's the same thing. And actually recently, and I think I sent you the screenshot for that, an Australian bill came out against forced labor in China, and critics came out and said, well, it singles out China. And this is kind of the same argument that is happening with this issue with Israel and Palestine. I do not accept this argument from China, and I do not accept that argument from Israel either. We cannot we cannot continue to view any form of legitimate criticism and holding any one state, one ethno state to a standard as an attempt to single out that ethno state. It doesn't work. It's a state system. We're talking about the state system.
But what states we have surrounding Israel, you know, we don't see any kind of critique towards them. So fine, Syria is a failed state. Tfadil. Lebanon is also considered a failed state.
It's a failed state.
But what's going on in our neighboring countries, and we see that people are silent. And again, I can also say, I'll counter my argument also, by the way.
Yeah.
I understand that the difference is that Palestinians are not foreign, the opposite word, are not natural. They are not Lebanese. They are not Syrian. Oh, native. Ha, that was the word I was looking for. Okay, they are not native to Lebanon. They're not native to Syria. They're not native to the surrounding states. They are native to the land of Israel, Palestine.
Yeah.
So they're just like, I understand that they're treating me really poorly, but I'm not native to that state. So like, you know, it sucks, but I can't go and critique them if I'm not of that land. So I get it. I get it. The question is, can that be better verbalized? Could that be better expressed to Israelis when saying, listen, it's not that we are blind to the world or blind to the neighboring countries, but we care about what's going on here because this is the land that my parents and my grandparents, or that they're still living in the land, are native to.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the thing. When it comes to BDS, it's a Palestinian issue. Why are we asked to also, like, I can tell you personally, I care for what's happening with the Uyghur Muslims in China. I care for what's happening with Yemenis at the hands of Saudi Arabia. I care for Syrians. I care for the Kurds that are being oppressed by Turkey. I care for all of these, right? But as a Palestinian, I have the right to focus on the issue that is personal to me, right? Yeah. But that doesn't mean I don't see everything else that is going on in the world. I do, and I criticize it just as much as I would. But that's me as an individual. And with Palestinians, especially the ones inside Palestine, it's hard for anyone to go and say, yeah, it's kind of, to be honest, this kind of argument that, oh, you're singling out Israel, it's a double standard. It's a form of whataboutism. It's kind of like you're saying, but what about China? What about Saudi Arabia? Like, it's kind of it
is a form of whataboutism. It's just a form that is felt almost collectively between each and every civilian who lives here. We feel singled out.